What's up, beauties and cuties? Welcome back to my channel. For all of you guys are new, my name is Zelda Nadine and welcome to the Beauties and Cuties Gang. In this video, I am doing my first review of the Morphe and iluvsarahii palette that just premiered about a couple days ago, and I purchased this with my own money. This is the 35S Sweet Oasis palette. Let me show the girls. Look at this beautiful palette. The aqua colors, the pink colors, the sand colors, the shimmers. So many things that you can do to play in this particular palette. Beautiful, beautiful colors, beautiful pigments. And I also picked up the 3 glosses that came with it. Make sure that you go watch to the end so you'll be able to hear my review of this product. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, and hit that bell notification if you're new. And also, you guys that have subscribed, thank you so much for commenting below. I've created this particular look from this palette. If you want to be able to know how I achieved this look, just keep on watching. Let's get right into this video. I am super amped to try the 35S Sweet Oasis palette. These colors are gorgeous. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my under eye with my makeup tape. Then I'm going in with a base, with the Peel Away base in Rumor Zero, and just put it all over top of the lid. Next, I'm going to use my pinky finger just to smooth it out, and then use my Beauty Blender by e.l.f. to smooth it out. Next, I'm going into the color Hidden Cove. It is a beautiful green, like a forest green color that I'm going to go ahead and just pack onto the lid and get as close as I can to the tape, but get as much of the color, trying to carve out just a crease, not really a cut crease, but we're trying to do somewhat of a smoky lid using my cut crease brush by Morphe. Next, I'm going in with a clean blending brush and just try to blend out the harsh lines all over that lid so we don't see any lines. Next, I'm going into the color Private Villa. This pink is gorgeous. It's not a red pink. It's a nice hot pink look, and it really shows up good over that Peel Away base. Next, I'm going into the color Secret Lagoon, which is a darker green, right over top of my Hidden Cove, just giving it a little bit more depth on the eyelid, which blends very well with a dense brush. And I'm going to go ahead and try to blend that in, pulling it into that crease and using a cleaner brush and try to smooth out those edges and blend in with that pink. Going into the color Reef Dive using my Morphe setting spray, I'm going to flatly lay that over the eyelid halfway. One of the things that I'm really liking about this palette so far is that the shimmer colors really blend in nicely with the matte. I really like that a lot. Now I'm going into the color Coastal Line Cruise and just putting that color into my tear duct. My favorite part of using makeup tape is pulling it back and showing that cut line, baby. Now going in with my dense brush that I used earlier with the color Secret Lagoon, and I'm going to go ahead and buff out that line just to try to pull it back a little bit more towards the eyebrow and blending in any harsh lines that I'm seeing. Using my M504 brush, which is a clean brush, I'm going to try to buff that out again with that pink color from earlier, which is Private Villa. Now for my foundation, I'm using my Morphe Fluidity foundation. My shade is F410 matte, and I'm putting it all over the face. I love this foundation. It has full coverage. I love a good full coverage, especially for the winter time, just to be able to really cover up some of the dark spots on my eyes. Now, I will tell you guys, while I'm doing this foundation, so far I am really loving this palette. I am very impressed about how is the pigmentation and how it's coming through and showing through, especially using the Peel Away base. Now I'm going to bounce my Beauty Blender all over my face just to press that foundation into the skin. Next, I'm going in with my Morphe concealer in the color C415, which is the lighter shade. I am not going to do double highlight this time. I'm just going to use a slight highlight underneath the eye just because I'm doing such a full coverage. Using the tip part of my beauty blender, I'm going to go ahead and press that into the skin, get as close as I can to my under eyes, and really smooth out that concealer. The one thing I like about Morphe's concealer is not too thick and is easy to really thin out throughout the face, and it is full coverage. So that's one thing I do really enjoy. Next, I'm going in with my Juvia's Place Benin, the color Benin, to contour this face. You guys know that this is my favorite. If you've been watching my videos, you know I contour with a foundation stick. Yes, I'm feeling myself a little bit. Now I'm going back in with the foundation brush that I used earlier, which I didn't mention. It is the e.l.f. blurring foundation brush, and buff out that Benning foundation stick color into the skin. I didn't want to go in with a cleaner brush to do my contour because I wanted it to look a little bit more natural on my contour this go around and not so harsh with the darker color. Next, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer just to brighten up my nose a little bit, give it a little bit more snatched look, and bringing my beauty blender all the way down the nose and highlighting the bridge of the nose. This is a new technique that I'm trying on this particular look. Next, I'm going into my setting powder, which is the Fenty Pro Filter in Honey, and I'm going to press that setting powder under the eyes in the places where I use my concealer. The one thing, again, I really want to be able to have a mattified look for this, but I also want to be able to not look so ashy. And I'm going to go ahead and pull some of that setting powder down underneath my contour because I brought the contour down too far. So I want to go ahead and make that line. Next, I'm going in with my e.l.f. Cosmetics bronzer and just go over top of the contour lightly to be able to really set that in as well. Next, I'm going in with my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder and setting my foundation with the Fluffy Brush by Morphe. This setting powder is one of my faves right now, and then I'm going to brush off the rest of that setting powder that we used earlier to cut that contour. I am acting a fool because I am fully beat. Now I'm going in with my favorite cream pencil in Essence by Essence in the color Neutral, and I'm going back into that palette and I'm going to use the color Shady Spot to be able to really darken up my under eyes. It really brings out more of the eye. I didn't want to go with the blue. I wanted to really bring a brown in and just try to see how that was going to. I just poked myself in the eye, Lord. And I'm going to blow out that under eye. Now I'm going to use my Milk Mascara to really bring the drama to my lower lashes. My lower lashes are really coming in a lot, growing in, and I'm excited about that. So I can be able to put more lashes on at my bottom lashes. Next, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. And I love this liner right now. It's very precise, especially when you want to do a huge wing. If you guys want to be able to see how I do my wing liners, let me know in the comments below so I can be able to do a tutorial on that. And I'm going to do my falsies off camera. And I'm going to use the Lily Lashes in the Flirt. Next, I'm going with my e.l.f. blush palette and using the lower left color to really bring in some color into my face. I like this blush palette. It really complements my color. And now I'm going to set my face with the Morphe setting spray. For highlights, I am going to use my favorite e.l.f. Cosmetics highlighter in the color Gem Glow, just to accentuate. We don't want to do too much this time. That wasn't my goal. And I'm going to outline my lips with a brown lip pencil that I got at the beauty supply store. And I'm going to fill in my lips with Ruffled Trim by NYX. And I didn't use the gloss because I didn't like how it was looking on the lip. So I just used my Juvia's Place High Gloss over top of that. And this is the final look. I really enjoy using this palette. And if you guys try this out, just let me know in the comments below. Until next time, beauties and cuties, see you at the next video.